Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to CENTO's Digitalization in Industry webinar, The Pathway to Energy Efficiency and Profitability. We're thrilled to have you join us here today as we explore the transformative power of the digitalization in driving energy efficiency and helping enhance profitability in the industrial sector. Your host today, I am Gerardo Macalpin, sales manager here at CENTO, and I'm very excited to take you through what CENTO is doing. So before we begin, I do want to mention the CENTO Energy Efficiency Questionnaire that we sent out. Thank you for those who filled it out. Our team is currently working on answering those and getting those back to you. For those who have not, feel free to do so at any time during the webinar. We have it pinned to the chat here. So fill those out and you can get your free savings estimate from us. So what we're going to talk about today is a little bit about CENTO, the actual challenges that we've seen from our clients in the industry, CENTO's concept, how it is that we do what we do, show you some solutions that we've implemented, and some visualizations of what the software actually looks like. Then we'll dive into some real case studies that we worked with, analyze those with you, and then get into your Q&As at the end and an example of the questionnaire that we got back. So please feel free to write in your questions and let's dive in. All right, so welcome to CENTO, your partner in industrial innovation. So CENTO's been around for about 18 years, a very international company. We have over 100 software developers and engineers across the world. We've implemented in 6 different countries and worked in 10 different industries. And the way that I invite you to think of CENTO is your unified software platform that serves as a comprehensive solution for energy management, cost optimization, and reducing energy consumption. So whether you operate in energy or manufacturing in any other sector, CENTO is your trusted ally for achieving efficiency, reliability, and sustainability in your industrial processes. Here are just a few examples of the industries that we've worked with. Today we'll be highlighting our industrial work, but we've also done work in data centers and business centers, food and beverage as well. So some of you have already probably heard of Industry 4.0, and many businesses and supply chains are already leveraging some pretty advanced technologies, right? But however, the true power of the Industry 4.0, as we call it, emerges when the technologies are seamlessly integrated, right? And that's the key. So integration is the key. So we're going to explore some key components that CENTO uses in order to drive this industrial revolution that we're leading here. So things that you might have heard of like Internet of Things or connected manufacturing, cloud computing, even some artificial intelligence in there that you might have heard of. And we use some of those, and we'll dive into how it is that we use those. All right. So these are the very common requests that we get from our clients throughout the years. So most of these people are trying to address these critical needs for their energy efficiency advancement, right, and efficiency. So in a rapidly evolving industrial landscape, some demands stand out as pivotal for success for a lot of our clients. And CENTO recognizes that, and everything that we do is customized to their specific needs. So something very common is obviously energy efficiency and cutting costs, right? It's number one. Secondly is the real-time monitoring of energy resources. Not enough people are doing that right now, and when they do, they can really tell the difference. Power quality control is huge in this industry as well. If you're not getting the power that you need, ensuring reliability and stability, it can really interrupt operations, which is no good. Fourthly, is a one software solution for various solutions, right? What do I mean by that? So providing a unified software platform that seamlessly addresses a spectrum of industrial challenges and actually absorbs everything you have going on right now into one place and easily scalable to add new ones. We also do predictive maintenance through this data that we're collecting, and we can work with auxiliary systems like HVAC systems, for example. So with that being said, CENTO is committed to meeting these needs head on, offering innovative solutions that not only address your current challenges that you're facing, but better prepare you for future ones that you'll face as well. So how does CENTO get this done, right? How do we do that? So again, I want to introduce CENTO as a holistic solution. It's very important that you leave here today knowing this is a one-stop shop solution for your software and hardware needs. So I like to call it, an example of perfect synergy between multifunctional software, a robust database, user-friendly interfaces, and communication adapters designed for seamless integration with automation and metering devices. So here at CENTO, we have a very strong partner who does a lot of hardware for us named CETEC Hardware. So they provide all kinds of different metering devices, anything from something like their very popular BFM2, which is a multi-feeder meter. That one is ideal for systems with numerous subscriber connections. Another very popular one is the PM180. It's versatile controllers, offers multi-functionality to address diverse energy management needs, so it can read a lot of different things going into it. Now, with that being said, our partnership with CETEC is very strong, but something that separates CENTO is our versatility. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean CENTO's ability to connect to many different devices. So this is a significant difference maker for our clients. The ability for you and your engineers to choose which kind of devices you would want to use and not worrying about how it's going to be connected or, how are we going to manage all these different systems? You don't have to worry about that anymore. With CENTO, we can absorb anything, any of these existing protocols, devices that you already have, and add new ones as well. So we have experience in standard protocol, proprietary ones like electricity power meters, heat meters, flow meters, anything like that. And we can also work with your existing SCADA systems as well. So here's some visualization of that. So like I mentioned before, manufacturers that we talk to, a lot of them typically already have existing devices, right? And again, the attractiveness of CENTO starts right here. Because we're versatile in the devices that we can use, everything seamlessly comes together. And this is what I mean. So we can get any metering devices that you may have or want to install, existing process control or new process control that you want to put in, auxiliary systems like HVAC controls, your local automation, even your existing SCADA system. We can take all of that and put it into one roof under CENTO software. Now, considering the global digitalization of manufacturing, systems of this class must inherently have the capability to integrate data into ERP and MES systems, and CENTO does that. CENTO provides essential adapters for transmitting technological and accounting data into your enterprise and production management systems. So let's go into some examples here. Here, a very common issue that we see is damaged equipment, right? And high unpredictable maintenance costs due to this. So what did CENTO do in this case? So what we would do in this case is implement the CENTO energy management and analytics for predictive maintenance feature here. So the benefits that you would receive on this is pretty simple. So consumption control, right, and reduction. So you'll be able to gain precise control over your energy consumption, optimizing your resource usage, right? Secondly, early fault detection is huge, right? So you'll be able to identify issues in advance in order to prevent critical equipment damage. Now we can help you repair time, right? Help you with the repair of the time decrease, right? You won't have to worry about all these things. Minimizing downtime is key here by addressing those issues proactively instead of reactively. And now, lastly, the maintenance cost forecasting and resource planning. Now, this is big because with the data that we're gathering, we'll then be able to predict and plan maintenance effectively, ensuring your efficiency and sustainability there. Now, a second one that's been very popular, especially those who are in states like California, who are very stringent on these laws, the zero emission laws that are going in, right? So what would CENTO do in this case, and have done in this case, is implement the CENTO emission control feature here. So the benefits here would be an emissions audit constantly, not only once a year, not only, every quarter when you need to, hit your marks and stay within the rules. This would be ongoing real-time monitoring to make sure that you are at where you need to be in order to meet these laws and regulations, right? We would do an automatic emissions control and reporting for you. So we will have all of this data available for you. And then we can actually do a carbon footprint calculation, actually calculating your carbon footprint digitally. So CENTO is not just a solution, right? I like to think of it as we are really your strategic ally in overcoming industry challenges. So let's dive into a second one here quickly. And this is big, lost technological and business data, right? Maybe you've had a system in for many, many years, and it goes down for some reason, or you want to switch and you can't transfer any of the data per se. So with us, you'll always be able to do that, being that it's a web-based solution. We would want to implement CENTO's energy management and web-based solution for this, right? Improving your cost optimization, improving fault tolerance, and really getting your system reliability where you need it, so that doesn't happen again. Now, all the data that's collected would be a cloud solution in this case, implementing a secure cloud solution for you and in order to keep all your data secure and accessible. Secondly, here is damaged equipment due to power quality. This is a big deal. So with the help of our friends at SATEC, we can install power quality meters for you, which would easily help you increase your revenue, keep your energy providers accountable, and minimize operational expenditures associated with these frequent equipment repairs, right? So with that being said, again, CENTO here is tailoring solutions not only to address immediate concerns, but also empower your business with tools for long-term success, right? And in the upcoming segments here, we'll explore how these solutions lead to tangible benefits for you, fostering resilience for your company, your production plan, profitability, and sustained growth. I want to jump into just one last one here. So this one is important to mention as well, because having different programs for all these different things that you're doing can become a headache, not only for the people in charge, but even the ones doing the day-to-day on this stuff, right? Having all these different platforms can make things unnecessarily complicated. So with CENTO, we would put it all in one software solution, consolidating all these diverse functionalities, right? So we would put in a multi-vendor data protocol integration, web-based visualization, which I'll show you here, all integrated with the MES or ERP system that you're using, right? The idea is here to streamline the integration with these systems, ensuring a holistic business solution for you, all under one roof. Now, the last one here is lack of qualified personnel, right? Maybe they're very new, and having all these systems can be, a little daunting at the beginning. Even for those who are veterans, when you switch systems, it can be difficult. So here we want to provide unlimited licenses. When you get started with CENTO, you receive unlimited licenses, real-time data, ensuring access to up-to-the-minute data to keep everyone informed, and those at the top can make better decisions based on that data. Timely notices and alarms, so you can actually receive notifications via email or text, and you'll have notifications there on your dashboard as well. So with that being said, CENTO's commitment to simplicity and efficiency ensures that your business not only meets their needs, again, but stay prepared for future challenges as well. So here's a visualization of really encapsulating everything that we went over here of how it works. So this bottom tier, we like to call it lower level. which basically means any sensor, any controller or metering device that we put in, we gather that data, put it into CENTO software, show it to you with the visualization and reporting that you'll receive from us, and then work it up to the higher level where you'll have access to that via your workstation and remotely as well, laptop, iPads, phones. So what does that actually look like? Here are some examples. So this is CENTO's user interface. Here we're really trying to give you, key dynamic graphs and charts that matter to you. Again, this is all customized based on what you're trying to look at. So here's some examples. So we have real-time dashboards. We have there in the middle examples of heat energy and steam energy, all done 3D for you. Your building, if you want to do building, and again, the remote controlling and online monitoring as well. Here's one more example of that. Energy resource metering. If you have a big server room you need to take care of and make sure that the temperature doesn't get too hot, we can do that. Emissions control we talked about. There's an example of what it would look like for you. And then maybe an office layout if you're trying to do HVAC as well. So now that we've covered how CENTO works and given some examples of how we would deal with certain situations, I want to dive into some real live CENTO solutions that have been implemented across the world and show you the results for them. So here is really where we're unlocking CENTO's capabilities, and you'll really be able to see CENTO in action. Okay, I'm excited to show you this. So let's dive into it. So the first one here, this client of ours was a leading furniture factory specializing in the production of semi-furnished plates and components from raw materials. They operate here with pretty sensitive variable frequency drives, aspiration systems, and air components, equipment. So their monthly power consumption was incredibly high. It was about 820 megawatts per hour, I want to say, and we were able to optimize that for them. So the challenges that they were facing specifically, again, was one of the common ones: low power quality affecting their day-to-day and their equipment, frequent outages, low electricity metering coverage. They weren't metering the entire place. They didn't have enough data on what was going on, and they needed a better way to track their KPIs, right? And identifying inefficient auxiliary equipment that they didn't have the ability to do so before that. So we came in, fixed those things for them, and this is what happened. So for them, they actually saw a remarkable 50% reduction in downtime. All we did was go in, identify the root cause of this, and prompting utilities to enhance their reliability and quality for them. Now, they were having frequent outages as well. So what we were able to do there was a remarkable 20% improvement on their KPIs, achieving 2.63 kilowatt per hour per square meter reduction there. Now, the real-time identification and correction that we did was huge for them as well. They were able to see things in real time and really optimize their settings for all the variable frequency drives that they had going, and increase visibility, right? They didn't know everything that was going on, and now they do, right? So this prompted upgrades to their air compression, their aspiration systems, and their lighting systems as well. Now, here was a chemistry facility, excuse me. So this customer was a key player in a chemistry industry in their country, really contributing to about 50% of the total country's exports of caprolactam, with a staggering daily electricity consumption of about 2 million kilowatt per hour, equaling about, I want to say it's a little over $1 million. So this company actually also operates numerous workshops with existing pretty technologically advanced, intricate technological processes already. So we came in, absorbed those, and added new ones. So the challenges that they were facing here were downtimes, right? Shutdowns in production areas. They needed to reduce their production costs with the energy that they were using. Things were getting way too expensive for them. They wanted to transition all their technological processes to nighttime, which we were able to do that for them with some automation. The absence of instant energy balances. They didn't know, again, enough of what was going on with their energy, and lack of real-time information on their consumption. Again, that is a common theme here, is the real-time data is a huge difference maker for everyone. So the results here were pretty great, actually. Pretty proud of this one. We were able to reduce their accident or disaster identification time from 2.5 hours to about a minute or two. Well, how's that? With the notifications, since everything is in real time, when something goes wrong, you get pinged. If something is below where it should be or above where it should be, you'll know, right? This simple change led to an annual savings for them of a little bit over 300,000 euros in loss reduction. So with one simple tweak, it can make a huge difference to your facility, to your operations, to your bottom line, really. What we did was a high-level detailed monitoring, providing a clear picture of their actual consumption, and they were able to analyze that and really turn this into a digital factory per se, since they already had a lot of technological processes going in. Now, this is in the pharmaceutical industry. This company has 5 facilities across the world, some pretty big ones. They produce 1.7 medicine packs per year. The company undertakes a transformative journey here with us by transitioning to small batch production and really being able to get the cost of that. So, their challenges here were a little bit different, but again, everything we do is customized, and so we were able to get this done for them. As it were, they were doing manual cost and energy consumption reporting, right, which was really hindering their efficiency. So we went in and made and automated that for them. They needed to get a GMP certification, which stands for, I believe, Good Manufacturing Practice certification. Some of you in the crowd might have heard of that before. We were able to help them achieve that as well. And another challenge that they were facing was really balancing their energy and consumption between manufacturing processes and some of their secondary needs. They needed help prioritizing what should go first. So what we did for them is help them meet those challenges head on and achieve what they were looking for. So the results here were pretty great as well, honestly. The successful implementation of CENTO in 2 different factories spanning 10 different networks made it a seamless integration with the SAP system, a seamless integration for data exchange between the 2 plants, right? So we actually deployed about 8,000 tags and 800 metering channels for them, ensuring comprehensive monitorings. At the time, they didn't have any of that. Everything was done manually. So we were able to achieve real-time energy consumption registration for them on a minute-by-minute level, right? We automated their energy cost calculation for them. And we, like I mentioned, helped them attain the GMP certification, right? Signaling adherence to, a lot of stringent manufacturing standards out there. So with our recommendations also, while we were gathering data, we were able to help them reduce their auxiliary energy consumption by 15%. So on a lot of the things that they weren't really focusing on, we went in, metered it, we're able to lower that as well. Now, last but not least, I want to jump into a water and electricity consumption plant. Here, really, the challenge was that their plants were very far apart in 2 totally different countries across the world. So what we were able to do for them is come in, offer a holistic solution, getting data from one, data from the other, putting it together, really making their just managing both plants at a high level much more simple. So, with all that being said, I want to now examine a case study that we received from one of our attendees here today. And again, thank you for filling that out. And for those who haven't, please fill that out, and we can get that back to you with an estimation on the savings that we can achieve. So let's go into it. This was seen by one of our guys on our team. So let's dive into it. So let's see. So this questionnaire, again, that we got from one of you is a coal mining facility, it seems like, with 4 different production zones and a monthly consumption of about 200,000 kilowatt per hour. It's pretty high. So, in our experience, our experts suggest that assessing and identifying major consumers is the first thing. Installing additional meters on these feeders and conducting a detailed analysis based on the data that we're gathering and creating schedules and equipment setting mapping, that these guys call it, can significantly reduce the energy costs here. And based on their expertise, they're looking at about a 12 to 17% reduction on annual consumption. That would be about $70,000 for this plant. So whoever this was, I won't say your name. We'll get in touch with you, and we'll talk about how we can get there together. So thank you everyone today for attending today's webinar. I hope you learned something. I hope we triggered an interest for you. For those who are interested in any further inquiries or interested in any collaborations, or you would like to just specifically find out how CENTO can help get you to where you want to be in your operations and enhance that, please reach out to us via LinkedIn, via email. And with that, I'll end this webinar. So thank you very much again for attending. Please think of CENTO as your ally in this, really empowering you and your energy efficiency journey. Thank you very much.